morning. Thanks for watching Living Local. I am so excited. Today, of course, is Financial Friday, but we have August who's getting made over today, right?
Yeah, and as you guys can see, I have a bare face, but not for long. We're here with Jamie Maynor, who is the owner of JM Artistry, the salon, and she actually does all of my hair and makeup for commercials and photo shoots and things like that, and she was recently featured in our Always August giveaway contest.
And we're inside of Sola Salons, right?
Yes.
And this is kind of in the Surfside area.
Yep.
And this is a full service salon for you, right?
Yes, so I do hair and makeup here in my salon. It's a little studio, personal suite.
Which I love.
Yeah, it's
so personal,
nice. Right,
you know?
Exactly. You still have that salon feel, but you have that, one-on-one where you're not hearing everybody else's chatter and conversation, so you really get that one-on-one experience with the stylist.
Exactly. So Jamie, I'm really excited to kind of pick your brain a little bit as you're doing August's makeup today. So what kind of look are we going for?
So for August, I love to do what I would call a natural glam look. August has some really great features that I just love to accentuate.
She does.
And so I'd love to make her eyes pop and just give her a nice lip color and just make her look really bright and refreshed and natural, but still dolled up.
Well, cool. So what's our first step here?
Okay, so my first step and the most important step is skincare and skin prep. So August has a fresh face, and so the first thing I'm going to do is put on some moisturizer, some under eye cream, just give her a nice foundation before we put the foundation on, just because it's going to allow the makeup to sit on her skin correctly, and just the skincare is going to settle into all the little fine lines, pores, everything like that, so that it doesn't accentuate any texture on her skin when we put makeup on. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is apply the eyelid primer.
Eyelid primer.
So one thing that I love about eyelid primer is it helps the eyeshadow go on without getting oily or greasy and then creating those creases that you see.
Yes, those are the worst.
So now that her skin and face is prepped, we can go ahead and start. I usually start with the eyebrows and then the eyes and then the face. So we can start with her brows. August, as you can see, she has thicker hair. And she has very prominent brows, so they're definitely like the main thing that you see on her face. Mm-hmm. So I would say for her hair type, I'm going to use a brow pomade. It's just a little bit heavier. It'll give her more definition and more of just a defined brow. If you're using a brow pencil, it's a lot lighter. You're able to do individual hair strokes and it looks just a little bit more natural. I always start right underneath and I kind of create a line, and that kind of just sets the path for how the eyebrow is going to be built. And then I start a line at the top and I'm just going to kind of fill in right at the corner, and then I'm going to drag it down to create that tail. And then I'm going to kind of create those brush strokes that look like thin lines or hairs to fill it in. I'm just going to take some concealer and I'm going to really define that brow.
Wow, that's crazy looking.
This definitely cleans it up. I think this is a step that can take your makeup from everyday makeup to a little bit more glam.
That's awesome. Now, what would you say, for people who are blonde, that, you really can't see their eyebrow very well, but they don't feel like they can go super dark because then it doesn't match their hair? What would you do for them? Still kind of go maybe a shade darker than what they are?
Yeah, so with blonde hair, you definitely want to go a little bit darker. I would say if your hair is very blonde, don't do anything like too dark, because then it just doesn't look as natural.
Mm-hmm. It's like a light brown maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they do make blonde shades, but the trend of really dark brows and really light hair, I'm not really a fan of that trend, so I would say keep it natural.
Look how good her brow eye area already looks. That's crazy. Whoop.
Yeah.